Number 5, they have a little center of their own and must act out whatever the group model is. This goes far to explain, dear friends, the reason why so many yes men, there are so many yes men in business meetings or in crowds. They cannot say no because it will hurt the performance. It will kill what they perceive, the ideal that they have in other people's minds of themselves. And this is the same reason why many so-called good boys seem to have so little resistance to doing wrong in bad company, why peer pressure overtakes them. Number 6, they require constant affirmation. Anything they do, they must be praised. Number 7, performance-oriented people cannot handle criticism well. This tears at their sense of security. Church leaders really have the problem with this. You ever criticize a person or just try to share with them a better way of doing things, and the next thing you know, they take it personal, they blow it all out of proportion, and you wonder how in the world that person got their interpretation out of what you said, because you know you did not say all the things that they are regurgitating back to you that they said or perceived that you said. That's a performance-oriented person, dear friends. And then remember, last but not least, performance-oriented people must become whatever it takes to gain approval for themselves. They become what Eric Fromm calls market-oriented personalities who sell themselves for whatever purchases them signs of acceptance. You know, the problem with the aforementioned is the fact that this person must constantly repress the actual until the subconscious quits sending up messages and the person becomes what he is acting out. 3 consequences to this, dear friends, is this. He begins to feel prostituted. Mounting anger, number 2, causes him to develop a loser, a need to lose complex. He wants to do something to destroy the whole stupid game. He wants no longer to simply have to believe that he is loved. He wants to discover it as a fact, as expressed, experienced, that he is still loved even though he does everything wrongs and becomes what to him is completely unlovable. This, dear friends, is a reason why we had the hippie movements of the late 60s and early 70s. It was born out of this kind of mindset. Then number 3, he totally becomes a powder keg, looking for a match to give him an excuse to blow up. What are we talking about? A performance-oriented person. The same person that Paul talked about in Galatians chapter 3, verse 3. Dear friends, salvation is by grace through faith in the gospel. That's the message of the letter of Galatians. That's the message of the entire New Testament, dear friends. Salvation is by grace through faith in the gospel. Anyone that teaches anything contrary to that is teaching another gospel. And another gospel will not make you an authentic Christian. Another gospel will not bring you into a oneness with God. The only thing it will do is make you that much more a child of hell. Why? Because you are worshiping and teaching the commandments and doctrines of men. Dear friends, Jesus said, remember, not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that does the will of my Father which is in heaven. We beg you, dear friends, why don't you think about and consider what we've shared here today? Why don't you come to Jesus by believing in him and being baptized the Bible way, that you might be added by him to the Bible church, the Church of Christ, the only one that you can read about in the Bible. Why don't you think about this invitation, dear friends? Thank you and good day.